Now in 4 News Now at 6, Spokane Police Chief says violent crime is down. What's driving the drop and why some neighborhoods are seeing major changes.
I'm tracking more dense fog in the first alert forecast. Plus, I'll show you when you can expect the next round of wet weather.
Not a lot of excitement in this little town, and we bring excitement here.
We're taking you inside the famous Seahawks house in Othello, how one couple joined the 12s and what inspired them to turn their home into a fan destination. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Well, do you feel safe in the city of Spokane? New information from public safety officials suggests violent and property crime are way down. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Kirsten O'Connor. Some offenses have dropped by more than 30% compared to the year before and even before the pandemic. Let's get straight to Alexandra Cohen-Yarch joining us live tonight from the Emerson Garfield neighborhood. And Alexandra, this is an area that saw a spike in crime not too long ago. What did the police chief say that they did to make a difference?
What they did is called hotspot policing, which essentially means they noticed that rise in crime within just a couple of blocks. So they increased their police presence. Now, the chief tells me that approaches like that, as well as some other things they're doing, are what are leading to this positive approach. It might be hard to believe and see, but new numbers suggest Spokane is safer than it has been in 6 years.
There's a lot of different discussions happening amongst criminologists about why that's happening.
Take a look. This is the latest data from the Spokane Police Department that was shared with city leaders. All persons and property crimes are down by 22% from 2019. Some offenses like burglary are down by 34%. Crime is also down nationwide. But Spokane Police Chief Kevin Hall says there are some things his team is doing exceptionally well, like addressing homicides.
What sometimes gets missed is the incredible clearance rate that our major crimes unit has when it comes to homicides. It's almost 100%, and it has been for the past 3 years.
That means almost all reported crimes are getting solved, something Hall says can have a major impact on crime overall.
All of that drives reductions in crime by pulling people who are dangerous off the streets.
There are other factors playing a role as well. SPD had its best year of retaining officers since the pandemic, and hiring is also on the rise.
Police do impact crime rates, and when police aren't around, crime will go up. When police are present, crime goes down.
And if it doesn't feel like crime is down, Paul says that is something that can come with time.
So we just need to keep working on that type of messaging to let them know this is a very safe city.
While there are clearly some things that are working, Chief Kevin Hall tells us that examining exactly what led to this drop is something that criminologists are going to be looking into for quite some time. For now, reporting live from Spokane, Alexandra Cohen-Yarch, 4 News Now.
All right, Alexander, thank you. Crime is also trending down across Spokane Valley and in the county. While calls on simple assaults were slightly higher in 2025 than the year before, you can see in this data from the sheriff's office that residential burglaries were 20% lower last year than in 2024. Theft dropped by 5%, and car thefts were down 10%.
Well, that was quite a foggy commute this morning, and it sounds like it's going to be a little rinse and repeat tomorrow.
Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker to see when the fog will clear and when we can expect another round of wet weather.
That wet weather coming in the 7-day forecast. In the short term, we have got pretty clear conditions across the region. All of our area airports reporting 10-mile visibility. The yellow that you see here on your screen is where we're starting to see some fog develop, and that will expand as we get into the evening, much like we did last night. The densest fog will be from the West Plains all the way through the Columbia Basin up into the Waterville Plateau, but also in the northern valleys we will see that fog as well. That's 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Here's a closer view. 8 o'clock tomorrow morning with some dense fog from Fairchild Air Force Base, Airway Heights, Cheney, all the way into Spokane, and to a lesser extent through Spokane Valley. That fog will be around for the morning commute, but then we will slowly start to clear. Here's a look at your hour-by-hour forecast. 35 degrees at 7 o'clock with areas of dense fog. We We will continue to see that fog through around 10 a.m. and then we do start to clear off as the day goes on. And depending on how much our skies clear, that will impact our temperature. We are headed to above average temperatures. If we get a little bit of clearing, could even hit 50 degrees. I will be back with your 7-day forecast and to tell you about that wet weather on the way in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. Right now, hundreds of thousands of Haitian nationals across the U.S., including about 500 of them in Spokane, now fear they could be deported.
The Trump administration attempted to strip away their temporary protected status. That allows non-citizens to live and work in the U.S. when their home country is considered unsafe because of war, natural disasters, or other emergencies. But a federal judge blocked that order, at least for now. The Trump administration says it is time to remove the status, saying conditions have improved in Haiti. The judge accuses Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem of failing to ensure Haiti is safe enough for nationals to return.
The judge also questioned Noem's motivations, pointing to a social media post where the secretary described immigrants from countries like Haiti as, quote, killers, leeches, and entitlement junkies. In the order, the judge wrote the 5 people who filed the lawsuit are none of those things. Instead, the judge says they're respected members of their communities, including a neuroscientist, a toxicology lab assistant, a college student, and a registered nurse. The Trump administration says it plans to appeal the order, with the DHS Assistant Secretary writing, "Supreme Court, here we come."
While this plays out in court, Haitian nationals are stuck in limbo. Angela Hara spoke with local nonprofits working with Haitian refugees.
Thrive International has spoken with members of the Haitian community who are anxiously awaiting the national response from DHS about whether or not they can remain in the U.S. or be forced to go back to Haiti, where they say conditions have never improved.
It's not safe. And to take somebody here that you already give an opportunity and send them back, it's like you didn't do anything at all.
These are folks who are already working hard here in our community. They're holding down jobs, they're paying taxes, they're contributing to society.
DHS has said that refugees from Haiti no longer meet the requirements for the TPS program. Mark Finney is a member of Thrive International in Spokane that houses refugees in crisis.
Heard just a couple of days ago from a Haitian woman who works in healthcare here. She does a great job. Her employer loves her, but because our government is canceling her legal status and her work authorization, we're going to have one less healthcare worker.
Late yesterday, a federal judge temporarily blocked their protected status from expiring. In the meantime, the Haitian community in Spokane has searched for outlets. Pastor Jasmine has been holding services for those in the Spokane community who have used faith to pray for the cause. He shares a message for those who are part of the Haitian community in fear of being deported.
God sees you. Pray and believe that this too shall pass.
In Spokane, Angela Hara, 4 News Now.
And as we reported yesterday, Spokane Police Chief Kevin Hall reiterated that his department will not work with federal immigration agents. He also acknowledged that his department will make mistakes along the way, like when plainclothed officers were seen wearing masks during this anti-ICE protest last Wednesday. Chief Kevin Hall today, once again, taking full responsibility.
But it also gave me a sort of an insight that perhaps I haven't communicated my expectations as broadly as I thought I had. So I reiterated to every single employee, both commissioned and professional staff in the police department, that we will not wear masks, period.
While speaking to City Council yesterday, Chief Hall also addressed how police would handle any potential calls to report someone is an undocumented immigrant. He says officers would not respond to or investigate those calls.
One of the 2 men at the center of last year's ICE protests in downtown Spokane is now home. Joshua Slater Rodriguez Torres was arrested last June outside of an ICE facility in what was supposed to be a routine check-in. His arrest, along with the arrest of Cesar Alexander Alvarez Perez, led to protesters sitting in front of buses for hours, interlocking hands to prevent them from being sent to an immigration detention center in Tacoma. According to former City Council President Ben Stuckert, who knew the 2 men before they were arrested, a federal judge found Joshua's detention violated his constitutional rights. Stuckert shared this photo of him celebrating a late birthday with Joshua, thanking everyone who showed up to the protest and donated to help cover the legal fees to help bring him home. All right, just when you thought flu season was ending, cases are once again on the rise, especially amongst kids.
Yeah, still ahead, we'll show you what makes this new strain different. And Washington State University faces potential cuts of up to $20 million. What the proposed budget reductions could mean for students, classes, and campus programs.
We're racing the clock here.
An urgent search is underway for the mother of Today Show anchor Savannah Guthrie. What authorities say they found inside her home and why time is critical. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
This February, we're celebrating love on Live.
Weekdays at 9 a.m.
We're here to win.
Oh my gosh!
Is this on your bucket list? Win big at Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel, proud sponsor of Gonzaga basketball.
Act now and receive a shopping cart valued up to $3,000 when you invest in new Infinity replacement windows. Built with durable fiberglass frames, Infinity windows are 3 times stronger than Andersen frames and 8 times stronger than any vinyl window frame. Infinity replacement windows are available exclusively through Residential Home Solutions. Call 892-6460 or go to residentialhs.com to schedule your free estimate and get all the details. Residential Home Solutions. Windows custom fit for life.
Dupixent continuously works to help prevent asthma attacks. So game days are better. Girls' days are better. Even Mondays are better. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark-colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Great homes start with great appliances, and great appliances start at Fred's Appliance. Swing into Fred's Appliance and shop the full line of KitchenAid. From refrigerators to ovens, every KitchenAid appliance is on sale now. Like this KitchenAid dishwasher. Now save over $500. With the largest in-stock get-it-today inventory in the region and price match guarantee, Fred's makes upgrading your home easy. Family owned since 1962, we are your local appliance expert. Fred's Appliance. Local like you.
When you get into a car accident, you may be wondering if you need a lawyer.
Well, if you were injured and it wasn't your fault, you should probably talk to an attorney.
Call Russell and Hill. The advice is free.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
Welcome back. Today's show anchor Savannah Guthrie asking for prayers as the search for her mother continues. Investigators believe Nancy Guthrie was abducted from her Arizona home over the weekend.
Police say time is of the essence because Guthrie is without crucial daily medication. Michael Yoshida has the latest on the search.
An urgent search for Nancy Guthrie, the 84-year-old mother of Today Show anchor Savannah Guthrie.
It is our belief she was removed from that home against her will.
The LA Times reporting authorities found blood inside Nancy Guthrie's Tucson home. That according to 2 law enforcement sources who are not authorized to discuss the case publicly. The report did not detail whose blood it was or where in the house it was found. But the Pima County Sheriff did say law enforcement found a, quote, very concerning scene, and that Guthrie is without crucial daily medications.
We're racing the clock here. Her meds are important, and the family has told us 24 hours without those meds could be fatal.
Nancy Guthrie was last seen by her family Saturday night. When she did not show up to church Sunday morning, relatives went to her home and then called 911 around noon to report her missing. Local and federal investigators are now part of the effort to find her. Community members also helping too.
You know, I'm going to go do my part and see what I can find. If something happened to my mom, I don't want as many people out here trying to help me find her.
Today Show anchor Savannah Guthrie, who traveled to Tucson, is posting about the search for her mother, writing on Instagram in part, "Raise your prayers with us and believe with us that she will be lifted by them in this very moment. We need you. Bring her home." Michael Yoshida reporting.
A consumer alert now. Costco is recalling some bakery items over an undeclared allergen. The company said its caramel-filled mini beignets were accidentally packaged with chocolate hazelnut, and that means they could pose serious risk to those with an allergy to tree nuts. The products were sold between January 16th and January 20th.
We've got fog moving in this evening. We will start off with temperatures in the 40s, slow to cool with that fog. In fact, we will be staying above freezing. I will be back with your 7-day forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
This month, it's time to break up with boring and fall in love with winning. It's Northern Quest's $80,000 Heartbreaker giveaway. Use your Camus Rewards card for 1 free entry daily and play for even more. Plus, earn 4 times entries every Tuesday. Then, on February 26th, you could be chosen to break a heart that holds up to $40 grand in cash. So go from Heartbreaker to Moneymaker. The $80,000 Heartbreaker giveaway, only at Northern Quest.
To Leo, skipping the buy one, get one means losing 50% of his savings potential. To Leo's mom, his logic is a work in progress. So she helped him open a Wells Fargo Clear Access banking account with no overdraft fees and tools to track spending. He's learning, Mom, at his own Leo pace. However you make money work, we can work with that.
When I was told I needed radiation treatment for a brain tumor, I couldn't stop thinking about what could happen to my memories. Those moments I cherish from growing up, of finding myself, of the people I love, of what I've created. Could they all just fade away? But when I learned how precise treatment was with Gamma Knife, I was reassured that those moments would be preserved. Because it's not only about protecting the memories I've made, but the ones I have yet to create.
Madam President, it's about the sale at Denver Mattress. Walk with me. We need to get the word out, and fast. Early reports show the more you buy, the more you save. In English, that's $100 off every 1,000 you spend. And Tempur-Pedic? Save up to $500 on select mattress sets and get a $300 gift. I'm still gonna need more, people.
We've got 60 months of no interest and free shipping.
Now we're talking. This is an all-hands-on-deck scenario, people. The President's Day Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
GMA tomorrow. Wake up with Laura, of course, on the morning of her big Muppet Show premiere, and nothing is off limits.
What? No. Oh. Where did you hear that?
Tomorrow on
Good Morning America. That's it. We are done here.
It's the return of the Muppet Show.
Oh, the wait is almost over. The Muppets will return to the very stage where it all started tomorrow. Miss Piggy, Kermit, and the gang will be joined by Sabrina Carpenter for its 50th anniversary show. The original Muppet Show aired from 1976 through 1981. You can watch it right here on ABC starting at 9 o'clock.
Got any other dreams?
I feel like there's a lot of excitement for that, actually.
Oh, yeah. The hype is real.
Mostly from people our age and older.
That is true. We should introduce the Muppets to new generations of viewers. Yes, I love it. Well, we've got another round of fog moving in tonight. Here's a look at our current situation. We're at 40 in Spokane right now, 42 in Coeur d'Alene with mostly cloudy skies. High temperatures today. You can see where we cleared out. 55 in Pullman, 55 in Lewiston, 55 degrees in Ritzville. Didn't see a whole lot of sunshine, but that fog cleared out a little bit earlier than in Spokane, our official reporting station at the airport. One of the foggiest places in the inland Northwest, only made it up to 44. It was 43 in Sandpoint, 41 degrees in Bonners Ferry, but made it to 50 in St. Mary's. 4 things to know about your weather. We've got more fog on the way for tonight into Wednesday morning. We will clear out a little bit again as we get into the late morning and early afternoon. How much we clear out will determine whether or not we're going to hit that 50-degree mark. It is going to be unseasonably warm regardless, and we have some rain moving in for the weekend. Looks like more likely Sunday than Saturday. Even when the fog cleared in some locations, we've got a lot of clouds streaming through the region. Tomorrow will be a little bit different, though, because our ridge of high pressure is building. Here's our weather pattern starting off at 11 o'clock tonight. High pressure in control. It's sending systems off the Pacific to our north. It will begin to weaken and shift to the east late on Thursday. By Friday, we'll get more of a progressive westerly weather pattern that will bring in even more clouds for Friday and eventually some precipitation. Right now, it looks like it's all going to be on Sunday, but keeping a slight chance of showers in the forecast on Saturday as we dial in on the timing on this change in our weather pattern. Temperatures, meanwhile, over the next 7 days, this white line is our average high. We are well above average, lower 50s, upper 40s. The only thing that would cool these numbers down is if we stay socked in with the fog longer in the day, and then we start to cool down a little bit. This white line again is our average high. In the next half hour, I'm going to take a good look at our extended forecast because I think that is the trend toward cooler weather. Wednesday's highs, meanwhile, will be in the 50s just about everywhere. 60 in Lewiston, awfully close to 50 in Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint, right around the Spokane area. Staying in the 40s at Fairchild Air Force Base, Deer Park and Spirit Lake, 50 in Meade, 53 in Spangle, 52 tomorrow in Cheney. Low clouds and fog Wednesday, Thursday, and into Friday. Then a slight chance of showers Saturday. More rain on the way Sunday. Derek?
Chris, thank you. Flu cases are on the rise once again, mainly because of a new strain.
Health experts say this variant is distinct from the one that's been the biggest player this flu season. CNN's Ivan Rodriguez explains.
New data reported by the CDC shows that the number of cases of B strains are edging up, increasing by less than a full percentage point over where they were the week prior, all while flu A activity is holding steady. Experts tell me whether this is the start of a spring wave of influenza B remains to be seen. If you thought flu season was over, think again.
We're actually seeing activity come back.
Dr. Caitlin Rivers with Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health says the country is seeing an increase in cases of flu B, primarily among children aged 5 through 17.
What we often see is that kids are the first to be affected by new trends, and then older age groups really start to see the effects. Flu B often becomes more common in the spring, so there's some of that going on, but I don't think it really explains the full rebound.
Rivers, who also writes about infectious disease trends in her Force of Infection Substack, says this pattern is similar to what the U.S. saw last year when flu climbed to a second peak in late February after initially falling. The recent winter storm across the country might also play a role.
I am hopeful, but not certain, that the severe winter weather that a lot of the country experienced over the last week will interrupt that expansion into other age groups, but we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Influenza B strains are a whole different family of viruses. Even if you've had the flu once this season, it's possible to get it again if you catch a different strain. The good news is this year's flu vaccine protects against 2 A strains and 1 B strain. So the shots should offer some protection against severe illness and hospitalization.
A majority of the deaths that we see from influenza are in older adults. So extra important if you are, say, over the age of 65, that you get your flu vaccine and that you're careful during flu season to protect yourself.
The CDC's national map continues to show a high burden of influenza. 29 states are reporting high or very high flu activity, while 10 states are reporting moderate activity. 8 more flu deaths in kids were reported last week, bringing the season's total to 52. In Atlanta, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
The Spokane Chiefs have a new captain.
Coming up, we sit down with Will McIsaac on what it means for him to be able to lead the team. And big Seahawks spirit in a small town. We'll take you on a tour of this famous house in Othello and meet the couple behind the fan-filled transformation. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Walker's Furniture.
Now that's Montana Sapphire from Phillipsburg, Montana.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
At Parker Toyota, our commitment to you begins the moment you drive off the lot in your new vehicle.
We have more Toyota Master Diagnostic technicians than anyone in the Northwest.
That means our technicians are the most experienced at identifying and fixing any mechanical issues, ensuring that your Toyota receives the care it deserves.
Open 7 days a week. Call or go online to schedule your appointment at parkertoyota.com.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
President Trump's latest comments on election security are drawing new scrutiny tonight.
The president is calling for changes to how future elections are run, changes Democrats argue would be illegal. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has the details.
President Trump is calling on Republicans to nationalize elections as he continues to push baseless claims of voter fraud.
The Republicans should say, we want to take over. We should take over the voting in at least 15 places. The Republicans ought to nationalize the voting.
Under the Constitution, the power to run elections is reserved for the states, not the federal government.
Once again, the president's talking no differently than a dictator who wants elections in America to be as legitimate as elections in countries like Venezuela.
The president claims the 2020 election was stolen from him, repeating without evidence that there was widespread voter fraud in Fulton County, Georgia. The FBI last week seized hundreds of boxes of records tied to the election from a Fulton County elections office. Critics have questioned why the director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, was there for the raid. Gabbard now telling Congress she was in Georgia at the president's request. Democrats argue she has no legal authority to participate in federal investigations. Gabbard is also addressing reports about a call between President Trump and the FBI agents who took part in the raid, saying she facilitated a brief phone call for the president to thank the agents personally for their work. He did not ask any questions, nor did he or I issue any directives. And Gabbard claims election security falls under her authority. Officials in Fulton County now plan to sue over the FBI raid. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Now, local lawmakers are split down party lines over the president's comments. Eastern Washington Representative Michael Baumgartner supporting the idea of voter ID, saying requiring voter ID is a common sense measure supported by the overwhelming majority of Americans that will help restore trust in elections. But Washington Senator Patty Murray is criticizing the president, writing, "It should be crystal clear to anyone with eyes and ears that Trump is determined to subvert free and fair elections in America. But in America, state and local governments run elections, so Trump can kick rocks."
Two sisters vanish after meeting someone on a popular gaming platform. Still
ahead, how investigators track them down and the warning for parents. And Washington State University could lose $20 million more in funding. How students, courses, and programs might be affected. Next on 4 News Now.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
From your head and shoulders, down to your toes, and everywhere in between, Kootenai Health provides advanced medicine right where you need it, right here in North Idaho. Next level care is here. Visit KH.org.
Thanks for helping out today, Davis. Hey,
How did you convince Gonzaga this was important enough to send you out?
Oh, easy. I just told them the truth.
Okay, which is what?
That there was a customer without heat.
Oh, okay.
And you had no chance of fixing it without my help.
You just hold the flashlight.
Well, yeah. I doubt you could fix this in the dark.
Really?
Call 208-777-5528 now to schedule your $26 tune-up.
This February, you can help meet a real need right here in our community. Spokane Mardi Gras supports women and girls experiencing homelessness and poverty, one essential health item at a time.
Mardi Gras provides pads, tampons, bras, underwear, and hygiene items for women in need. Your donations help build confidence and uplift lives.
When our community comes together, small donations make a big difference. Numerica Credit Union is proud to support this campaign. Scan the QR code to join us in supporting Mardi Gras.
Join the Circle of Life at the Lion King. Experience the world's #1 musical. Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Now on stage at Spokane's First Interstate Center through February 15th. Get your tickets today at BroadwaySpokane.com.
If anyone's got false teeth, you better take them out.
At Rebel, we never know what's coming up next. You wonder, should I sign up for that? And the answer is, why not?
There's so many things you can do here. If it's something you like, you join it.
My husband used to say, don't act old. Out there, they took my license away. In here, they can't touch me.
We're not getting any younger, and it's time to start acting like it.
You go big, carve hard, and sometimes fall harder. When that happens, Kootenai Health's nationally recognized hospital has your back. Or wrist. Or whatever else hurts. Learn more at kh.org.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Several universities in Washington are facing significant cuts, including Washington State University.
Yeah, WSU's president says they may have to cut some of its majors. The state is proposing a 3% cut for WSU, which could add up to around $20 million. Excuse me. That's on top of the budget cuts the state already made over the past 5 years. Derek Strom is live at the WSU Spokane campus, which has already been affected by state cuts.
Kirsten, Derek, if this latest cut is approved by the state, that would mean $70 million has been cut from WSU's budget over the last 5 years. And last year's cuts resulted in the Autism and Neurodevelopment Center here on the Spokane campus closing. WSU says it's already made significant cuts to its administrative staff across multiple campuses because of previous budget cuts, with another cut proposed by the state that could kick in next school year. It's considering eliminating some of the majors the school offers.
Where do we have programs that have enrolled? We do have some, no more than 2 to 5 students a year for the past 4 years. So where is the demand not really there anymore?
If WSU cuts any of its 200 majors, it will still allow the students enrolled in them to finish out their degree. University President Dr. Elizabeth Cantwell says operating with less money from the state will reduce the programs they can offer or the amount of faculty it can bring back for future school years. She says WSU is expecting more state cuts in future years, making it difficult to balance the school's budget. She plans to go back to Olympia soon to make her case to state legislators.
We provide $4 billion of additional value to the state of Washington every year. We return $12 for every dollar spent on the university.
Eastern faces a 1.5% cut as well, and the University of Washington is also set to see 3% less from the state. In a statement from a university spokesperson, it said in part, quote, given last year's cuts and rising costs, the prospects of taking more cuts and getting fewer resources this year will ultimately affect our ability to educate and support our students. And the University of Washington says it understands the difficult financial position the state is in, but it already took a 1.5% cut last year. They're asking just to maintain the state funding they got from last year. Live in Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Derek, thank you. Last night we told you about a mountain lion that was spotted at Lewis Clark State College on Sunday night. Here's some video of it wandering on the campus. According to Idaho Fish and Game, they were forced to euthanize it due to public safety concerns. Officials said they couldn't safely conduct chemical immobilization due to the animal's location and its proximity to residential areas. Fish and Game encourages everyone to report wildlife sightings in urban areas immediately.
We saw some fog last night and this morning. We're likely to see some more of it tomorrow.
Yep, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker to see when the fog might clear out and when more wet weather is moving in.
Well, this evening we will see that fog developing around 9 o'clock tonight and continuing to increase through tomorrow morning. Tomorrow will start off very much like we started today. Temperatures will be above freezing in most locations. Here's a look at tomorrow morning's low temperatures. Important because when we have the fog and we drop below freezing, we end up with areas of freezing fog. That said, we are close enough to freezing that you still might want to keep an eye out for some patchy ice in some locations. Right around the Spokane area, we will be in the mid-30s, including 35 out at the airport, 37 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. That fog will begin to clear as we get into late morning, early afternoon, and how much we clear is going to have a big impact on our high temperature, heading to a high of around 50. 37 is our average high. We have more above average temperatures in the forecast, but also some changes coming in the extended outlook I am excited to share with you in just a few minutes. Derek?
Well, while home buyers seem to have an advantage in the housing market these days, renting may be the smarter move. A new study from LendingTree found that home buyers in the U.S. are paying nearly 37% more than renters each month. That difference is greater in some cities like San Francisco and New York City, where mortgages can run between $3,200 to $4,000 plus each month. Renting in those cities is close to $1,600 cheaper per month. On the other side of the spectrum, cities like Phoenix and Orlando have a small gap between rent and mortgage costs.
We're just a few days away from the showdown in Santa Clara between the Seahawks and the Patriots, and excitement is building across the inland Northwest.
We wanted to see how fans are getting ready for the big game, so we sent Madeline Mullins to Othello to catch up with one family who proudly displays their love for the Hawks in and around their home.
From top to bottom, Roger and Sharon Enns are representing their team.
So I started watching the Seahawks, fell in love with the players, fell in love with the colors.
But I'm not just talking about their outfits.
Well, why not have a fun house instead of a boring, regular colored house?
The couple's entire home is decked out in green and blue Seahawks swag. From the giant inflatables in the front yard to the magnets on the fridge.
Put some blues on our house and picked the blue that we liked, and he painted the 12 and the eyes upstairs and just went from there, and I love to decorate.
The Enzes painted the house over 10 years ago, just after the Seahawks won their last Super Bowl. Since then, their home has become an Othello landmark, bringing in tourists from across the state and even the Seahawks team.
The greatest memory ever was watching the tour bus drive up to our house and the players getting off the bus, the cheerleaders, Blitz was here, the band. That was the most amazing day ever.
And the Seahawks pride isn't just shown here through the house and during football season, but all year round. The Enzes say wherever they travel, they bring with them Seahawks gear and find fans wherever they go.
They're the most excited.
We're the loudest, and we rep our team.
As the Super Bowl gets closer, the Enzes are bursting with anticipation to cheer on their team from this Seahawks palace.
You should have heard her when they got that final score and we knew that we was in. She was yelling, excited. The cats were out of the house, so scared.
It was a lot of fun.
And they hope the team can bring home the trophy once again.
Go Hawks!
In Othello, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
We are the loudest, that is true. And Madeline first brought you this famous Othello home this morning on our Instagram account. If you want to see news as it happens, be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Just search 4 News Now.
Well, it is Super Bowl Media Week in San Francisco, and while Gonzaga isn't a football school, there are a handful of Zags in action there. Four senior students, I should say, from Gonzaga's integrated media department kicked off their visit with Super Bowl opening night last night. Students interviewed players from both the Seahawks and the Patriots and will turn stories on the events throughout the week. This trip is an ideal hands-on learning opportunity for the students.
One of the biggest things thus far is just traveling to a place I've never been, kind of stepping out of my comfort zone. I think that's really valuable for college kids. You know, going to Gonzaga out of high school is one thing, that's one comfort zone eclipsed, but leaving Gonzaga during the middle of a semester to go to San Francisco and cover Super Bowl Media Week is a whole nother level, and I'm definitely feeling it.
I'm sure he is. Gonzaga is one of a handful of schools covering the Super Bowl, along with some of the top media programs in the country, like Syracuse and Washington State. What a cool opportunity. Just a reminder, we'll be bringing you coverage of the biggest football game of the year, and I'll be there alongside sports director Jack Wallace. Our live coverage from the Bay Area starts tomorrow evening.
Well, the Spokane Chiefs named their captain for the season.
Yeah, with Berkeley Catton now as the Seattle Kraken, Mia, someone needed to step into this role.
And Will McIsaac is the guy to do just that. Our sports director, Jack Wallace, caught up with McIsaac on his reaction to the honor. 4 News Now. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Disney's The Lion King. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
At Precision Garage Door, there's nothing we can't fix. Broken spring, door stuck, no job too big or too small. Don't overpay for your garage door. Get a quote at no cost with Precision's $0 service fee. Call Precision Garage Door today for real people and same-day solutions.
Why say no when it feels so good to say yes? Want some help? Yes. Want to skip the line? Yes. Watch an unreleased season of your favorite show? Yes. How about a credit union with low loan rates, no hidden fees, online banking, and friendly member services? Yes. Experience how good yes can feel.
If you're listening to this right now and you're suffering from numbness, tingling, burning pain in the hands, legs, and feet, pay close attention because you may be suffering from peripheral neuropathy.
What is neuropathy?
Peripheral neuropathy is actual nerve damage. Now, primarily we see this in the hands and feet and in the arms and legs.
What are the symptoms?
Symptoms of peripheral neuropathy are numbness, tingling, burning pain in the hands, legs, and feet, muscle cramps, and worst of all, balance problems that can lead to dangerous falls.
Is neuropathy treatable?
It is absolutely treatable, and we get some great outcomes.
If you're experiencing burning, tingling, numbness, coldness in your hands or feet, or having balance issues, call today for your nerve damage screening. Your screening will determine if you're at risk for serious complications and if you're a candidate for our innovative treatment program. Don't wait until your symptoms are so severe there's nothing that can be done. End-stage neuropathy leaves people confined to walkers, wheelchairs, and even amputation. The first 25 callers receive a free nerve damage screening. Act now and call to schedule your screening. First 25 callers receive the screening for free.
At Precision Garage Door, there's nothing we can't fix. Broken spring, door stuck, no job too big or too small. Don't overpay for your garage door. Get a quote at no cost with Precision's $0 service fee. Call Precision Garage Door today for real people and same-day solutions.
GBI's been brought in on a bank heist case. We have any leads?
They are quick, they are precise, they never leave a trace.
I must scour through every bit of that footage to find a hole in your alibi.
The disappearance of Savannah Guthrie's mother, the latest on the Today Show anchor, and the story transfixing America. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
The Spokane Chiefs just named Will McIsaac their 38th captain, the Canadian leading the Spokane defense over the past 4 seasons. Our sports director Jack Wallace caught up with the Blue Liner on his journey and reaction to this huge honor.
Spokane Chiefs losing a player as elitely skilled as Berkeley Catton to the Seattle Kraken is a loss the Chiefs surely feel, but one that's overcomeable. The Chiefs started the 2025-26 season captainless until head coach Brad Lauer made the call to promote one of his best, bright, young defensive stars.
You know, there was a couple guys we talked about, but, you know, he's the guy that his name kept coming up, and I think he represents what we want to be on and off the ice.
In his 4th season with the Spokane Chiefs and 2nd as an assistant captain, the next step only felt natural for Will McIsaac.
It's an honor and something that I've kind of dreamed about since my first day here. Just trying to take all the stuff I've learned from the old guys and bring that into our locker room.
And that captain for us is going to be Will McIsaac.
The 19-year-old Vancouverite swaps his A patch for a captain's C on his jersey, an honor he's still letting sink in.
Not a lot of thoughts, I think just a lot of excitement initially, and then obviously just right away kind of talking with the leadership group and kind of talking what we need to work on and all the little things going through that with Lau.
McIsaac also shared how much Catton taught him to lead by example.
Just bringing his practice habits, bringing a guy along with him, or taking charge in a game, whether that's a hit or a shot or just changing the momentum. I really liked all that stuff he did.
Coach Lauer added how this change can help right the ship of a middling season, one that finds Spokane sitting 9th in the Western Conference.
I think it gives him that status where now he can, if he sees something, he can say something. He could be emotionally more involved into situations with the team and his players, and I think that helps us tremendously.
Reporting in Spokane, Jack Wallace, 4 News Now Sports.
Thank you, Jack. The former Ig Cooper Cup is set to play in the Super Bowl with the Seahawks just 5 days away. He played for Eastern Washington from 2013 to 2016 and rewrote the record books, finishing with 73 touchdowns and 6,464 yards. Cup spoke about his time with the now head coach, Aaron Best at EWU.
My time with Coach Best, he was the O-line coach when I was there. Had a lot of great conversations with him, through my years, and it was just awesome in terms of seeing him coach and develop players, and has done an incredible job over there.
The former Eagle will play in his second Super Bowl this Sunday at 3:30 p.m. And Derek, you'll be in the Bay tomorrow. Have you started your countdown to takeoff yet?
Well, we leave in less than 15 hours, but I'm only going to be able to sleep for about 6 before, after leaving here at 11:30 and then coming back to catch the flight. So, yeah.
That's what I said. It might be an all-nighter for you. I hope you get some good rest. Right. We'll see him tomorrow, right, Chris?
Well, maybe the airport will be fogged in and you'll just have to stay. No, it won't be. But we will have more fog on Wednesday. Partial clearing late in the day. It's going to be unseasonably warm, and we do have some rain on the way for the weekend and beyond. Interesting things in the 8 to 14-day forecast after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
If you have a vehicle you no longer need, you can give it new purpose through Union Gospel Mission. Simply go to ugmmotors.org or call 509-327-HELP to schedule a pickup. Your donation gives people like Tyler food, shelter, job training, and the opportunity for a whole new life. Be a driver of change. Donate your vehicle to Union Gospel Mission.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Come celebrate Spokane's Lunar New Year and the Year of the Horse at the Convention Center on February 14th. There will be lion dancers, dragon dancers, cultural performances, and activities for the whole family. Also, enjoy free samples of Asian food. The first 500 attendees will receive a swag bag, plus 5,000 red envelopes with over $20,000 worth of prizes will be given away. Spokane's Lunar New Year is organized by Spokane United We Stand.
Figuring out how to best care for a senior in your family can be overwhelming. That's why several Spokane senior living communities have joined forces to bring you helpful, timely videos at kxly.com/seniorliving. Get expert advice, find trusted resources, and prepare your family for the future. Become informed, because we know the needs of your loved ones will continue to change. Visit kxly.com/seniorliving today for helpful information and for people you can contact with your questions.
Landowners in the Inland Northwest know when it comes to power, performance, and reliability, nothing beats a Coyote tractor from Jordan Sales and Service. Family owned and trusted for over 25 years, Jordan Sales and Service helps you tackle any property with Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, UTVs, and skid steers built for real work. Our full-service parts and service department keeps your Coyote tractor running strong every season. Visit Jordan Sales and Service, your home for Coyote tractors and unbelievable hometown service.
4 News Now is brought to you by Prime Source Credit Union.
Oh, on your screen right now is the moment President Donald Trump signed the funding package that ended our partial government shutdown. That shutdown began on Saturday and impacted thousands of federal workers.
At the center of the shutdown was funding and reforms for the Department of Homeland Security. The back and forth sparked by a nationwide outcry over ICE's tactics in Minneapolis. The amended funding package separated DHS funding from other programs and agencies. It also extended funding for the department for 2 weeks as Congress negotiates ICE reforms. One major change includes requiring agents to wear body cams.
We're willing, obviously, to have this dialogue and to talk and to listen, but we are not going to concede in enforcing our nation's immigration laws and delivering on the mandate the president was given by nearly 80 million Americans.
Some of the other changes Democrats want to see include ending roving patrols by federal agents, same use of force standards as state and local law enforcement.
All right, let's send it over to Chris Crocker now with a look at that first alert forecast.
Temperatures today, 44 degrees in Spokane, one of the cooler spots in the Inland Northwest because of the fog at the airport. 37, though, is our average high. We started the day off at 31. 26 is our average overnight low. Pointing out our sunset, 4:55. We're getting awfully close to 5 o'clock, almost an hour later than our earliest sunset, and that definitely helps get rid of the fog as our sun angle gets a little bit higher. It helps, and with the help of that sunshine, we should clear out the fog and warm up to a high of 50 degrees tomorrow. We have 3 days where we could hit 50 and, well, awfully close on Friday. This white line way down here is our average high. It's at 37 right now. It will be 38 this time next week, and we will be starting to get closer to our average high by this time next week. Looking out then at our long range forecast, this is the 8 to 14 day forecast. We're in this gray shaded area, which indicates that there's not a strong signal one way or another. We're awfully close to this light orange indicating above average temperatures, but we're also close to this blue indicating below average temperatures. But if we were just average, that would keep our high in the 30s for that time period, upper 30s to around 40 degrees. That would be cold enough that, if this holds true, a growing consensus of above average precipitation, we could get some snow in the mountains. And I know that is a lot of people's dream right now, just to be able to snowmobile and cross-country ski and snowboard, but also all of us rely on that moisture in the mountains for our snowpack. So this would be great news if this pans out, and there is, again, growing consensus that it is. In the short term, we are dry with high pressure in control. That will begin to flatten as we get into the weekend. Saturday, we'll see the clouds streaming through, bringing in a chance of rain as early as Saturday night. Much more likely that rain's going to hold off into Sunday. In your planning forecast, a good chance of rain on Sunday, and it is going to be rain with a high of 48. 46 on Monday with lingering showers and the possibility of a slight chance of rain on Tuesday. But there could be some snow mixing in the early mornings, and we could see some snow in the mountains as we get into early next week. And as I mentioned, looks like there is more coming in the 8 to 14 day outlook. Kirsten?
Finally. All right. Thanks so much, Chris. A man in Florida is now in custody for allegedly kidnapping 2 Florida sisters.
Police say they were groomed for months on Roblox as the online gaming platform has exploded in popularity. ABC's Victor Oquendo has the details.
This morning, these two young sisters are back home after being kidnapped by a man authorities say they met on the popular gaming platform Roblox.
The family told us that they saw some weird things that were going on involving gifts.
Police saying these sisters, ages 12 and 15, met this 19-year-old man on Roblox before moving communication over to Snapchat, where he allegedly spoke to them for months.
The deputies also learned from the family members that there was a potential suspect already in this case.
According to police, the suspect traveled more than 1,500 miles, driving 23 hours straight from Omaha, Nebraska to Indiantown, Florida, telling the girls to meet him. They disappeared around 5 p.m. Saturday. Investigators finding their conversations with the suspect on one of the girls' phones, along with a detailed plan to take them to Nebraska. With this picture of the suspect taken in a gas station, police linked him to this dark Honda CR-V. Georgia State Police locating that car and the girls safely inside.
The two girls just mysteriously vanishing from Florida, ending up potentially in Nebraska. All types of bad things. You can imagine the bad things that could come out of it.
Roblox releasing a statement saying they are investigating this deeply troubling incident and will fully support law enforcement. Roblox adding they have robust safety policies in place to protect users, including filters to block sharing of personal information and age checks to limit minors to chatting with others their age. This suspect was arrested and charged with 2 counts of kidnapping. Victor Oquendo, ABC News, Miami.
Pretty scary stuff. Before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup for tonight.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Clay Walker stands as a towering figure in country music with his electrifying performances. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, March 5th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
Did you or someone you know live, work, or enjoy time in Lincoln County, Montana at least 10 years ago? If so, you may have been exposed to harmful Libby amphibole asbestos. 1 in 4 screened have developed an asbestos-related disease. Hope is here. The Center for Asbestos-Related Disease, CARD, in Libby, provides free screenings, care, and resources to those impacted by asbestos exposure. Don't wait. Early detection is key. Get your free asbestos health screening today. Contact the CARD Clinic.
Without my good feet, I would not be able to do this. And remember, I'm in my 60s.
People from North Idaho are built for long, snowy winters.
And so are the Subarus they drive.
With symmetrical all-wheel drive, every Subaru handles winter's toughest challenges with ease. No matter how harsh the weather gets, your Subaru stays in control.
Add heated seats and advanced safety features, and you're ready for anything winter brings.
Find your winter-ready Subaru today at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
92.9 CZU.
The train is right on time. Grand Funk Railroad still shining on tour. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, April 16th.
Winning is just the beginning.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
Sign up for the 4 News Now playbook at KXLY.com.
All right, coming up tonight on Nightside, tax season is here, and it's the first time for filing under President Trump's new tax law. We'll explain the new deductions available to parents, plus workers who receive tips and overtime. Tonight on Nightside, starting at 11 o'clock.
Here is your planning forecast. Plan on more fog the next couple of mornings. Areas where it could be dense, and then we've got some rain coming in for Sunday. Saturday, it looks dry to me. Yes. I have a 20% chance on there, but I think it's going to hold off till overnight.
Okay. We shall see.
Yeah, holding out hope that's a birthday party day for our family.
Well then, I'll take that 20% off.
We'll see you at 11.
Live stream